There's me, there's us. There's them. We live in Dorset. So that's me, that's her, that's them. And together we are the Bear Fam. Hi Bear Fam. It's Friday. It's definitely Poets' Day, as we used to say at work. I'm sure you've all heard that one. Piss off early, tomorrow's Saturday. But still, sorry for the swearing. I'm on the hill. It's a reasonably grey day in Dorset, and for once I'm going to say hurrah. I struggled yesterday big time. You know, when I was a kid, I used to love the hot weather, and I would bake myself outside for a long time. In the days before so much was known about skin cancer. I remember going to the south of France on my own and just lying on Nice beach with like oil on and nothing else. Even the Maldives 20 odd years ago, lucky enough to be there for a month, and I just lay there. But however, since having Ellie, I don't know, since fibro, since gaining weight, I don't know what it is, probably a combo of all of them, menopause, I can't stand it. I kept shifting from indoors to outdoors yesterday. Indoors I'd like get a bit chilly, and then I go outside and I think, oh no, this is too hot, then I go indoors again. Oh, right, update. Sadly Baby Bear's had to forego the second part of her course, which is a real shame because she loved it. But she injured her foot. You probably heard her telling me when I picked her up yesterday. You know, like you put your toes in point shoes, like you bend your toes round, like ballerinas do. Well, the instructor, she asked the instructor if it was all right to get off, and she said, oh yeah, it's not deep. So Ellie sort of jumped off the board, like with the force you would do, sort of just to land in water. But it was deeper than she thought, so the force sent her under, which is fair enough and not a problem for Baby Bear at all. But she landed, because she wasn't ready for it, she landed with her toes curled round, and she just cannot weight bear on her left foot, so they've said it's best not to continue. But the teacher has said she'll get her on another course before the end of the summer, which is a relief, because I said to her I'd pay for it, because she was so mortified not to go back. You know, she was talking about strapping it and standing on one leg, and it was just a recipe for disaster, to be honest. So that's the update on that. Got my new dungarees on. Yeah, the bum bag's not an accessory, but I've got dungarees on. Now, I've never worn dungarees since I was a kid because I always thought it was unacceptable for my age group. But you know what? The more I get into this spirituality into myself, I think, sod everybody else. I mean, I'm still very conscious of everybody else, don't get me wrong, my anxiety has not left me. But I just thought, oh, do you know what? If I want to wear dungarees, I'm going to wear dungarees. Plus, obviously, I don't have to look smart all day, every day like I used to. So my casual clothes wardrobe is increasing as time goes by. I even bought some scrunchies because my hair's getting so long. And the pack arrived, and I hadn't realised that I coordinated. The t-shirt's old. The t-shirt's a Primani special. Daydream. Daydream believer. Anyway. Thankfully there's nobody up here at the moment. I hope it doesn't rain on me, that would be a bit... Just had a nice shower. Yeah, it's quite pleasant up here. The boys are really enjoying a good walk without the heat. It's nice to see them not struggling, especially Jack. Yes, where did you come from, Walk Factor? Oh, you all think it's biscuit time, do you? I was watching you playing. Good boys. No, that's it for now, Mo. Go on then, everybody go on. I was busy talking to the bear farm. Having fun, Jack Jack? Nobody coming, is there? No. All looking very grey. Come on then. Let's find what's left of the path. Oh. Look at the thinking great crack that's coming already. Goes on and on and on. And on, and on, and on, and on, and on. The whole hill's opening up. Blooming heck. At this rate, be lucky if the hill doesn't completely crack open like an Easter egg by the end of the summer. The town just up the coast from us, Bournemouth, is featuring heavily in the main news today. Because it was heaving, the beach was just like a normal summer's day yesterday. And they're having a go at the people, and people not taking it seriously, and so on and so forth. I happen to think it's the government's fault. The messages they're sending out are very mixed. They are relaxing everything, sort of bit by bit, shops open, pubs open. And if you look at the news and you don't listen to all the debate programmes, for instance, it does feel as if it's over. It feels like everything's going back to normal. It feels like the only concession at the moment is wearing a mask on public transport. 2 metres has been reduced to 1 metre. Just all the little drip, drip, drip feed going into people's brains it's over. So I find it a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Unsavoury that they are blaming the public as much as they are. I mean, the rubbish and the fights and all the drinking. Well, I used to work Bournemouth, and that's a standard summer's day. Whilst I appreciate, you know, all this, the police officers in their body armour in the heat, and that's no different. You know, we used to be driving around in cars with no air conditioning back in my day. It used to just pour off us. We used to all have a joke about, you know, wet t-shirt competitions and so on and so forth. You know, that's nothing new. And Bournemouth has always been a haven for idiots. It's, you know, it's a stag night, hen do, people on the razzle. And the more pubs and clubs the council allowed to open, the more it became that. And then they turn around and complain about people coming down partying. You can't take the money, smile because your coffers are full, Bournemouth Council, and then complain that people are coming down, getting rat-arsed and misbehaving. If you're going to increase the pubs and clubs, then you need to increase the policing resources to match, and you never did. In fact, it was bad enough in my day when we had a reasonable sized squad. Now they've got barely any staff. They've got coronavirus to deal with. And then they've got all these idiots coming down, misbehaving. Now, I'm not saying it was the pubs and clubs yesterday, because clearly they're not open. However, the issue remains. You can't expect a police service to service the public when it's not being serviced by the government and the council. That's my little rant for the day. As for the rubbish and the fights and, well, standard side of society, 1% of the population that the police deal with 99% of the time. It was our set line, you know, when you go to places. Yeah, we deal with 1% of the population 99% of the time, and 99% of the public never meet the police, never have any interaction, pay their taxes, don't break the law, and so on and so forth. So, you know, it was an easily anticipatable, that's not a word, thing to happen yesterday. It happened a few weeks ago at Lulworth Cove, just a bit further up the coast. It was promulgated that it was going to be the hottest day of the year, way in advance, 1-2 weeks, long enough for anybody to make plans to travel to the south coast, and they do, and they always have, and they always will. So one would assume they should have learnt from Lulworth Cove and make a decision to close the beaches if they're that concerned. They are places of mass gathering. They always have been, always will be. And if you don't want people to gather in masses, then you're going to have to stop people going to the beach. You can't expect the British public, or any other public for that matter, to get the measuring stick out and measure out their 1 metre along the beach and then stay 1 metre away from everybody in the water. And the kids making the sandcastles. It's not going to happen. It's not a case of people being ignorant, or some of it is, clearly, but the government and the council and the powers that be need to grab the situation by the short and curlies and sort it out. Sort it out, mate, sort it out. Right, I'm going home before it rains. Right, Beth, hill again, but the day after. Today is Saturday. Just a quick update. Today's news. Baby Bear has been sick a few times. And I've got a little bit of an upset tummy, so I don't know. We had different things to eat last night, so it's a bit of a perplexing one, to be honest. Where the bug came from or what it is, but there we go. So she's in bed. She's and it must be bad because she doesn't normally even stay in bed. She normally gets up and sort of watches telly downstairs when she's ill. Her foot is still puffy, swollen, sore, so that hasn't resolved itself yet. The teacher that booked her on the windsurfing kindly rebooked her for next Friday, so I'm hoping that it resolves itself by Friday, because I would really love her to finish the windsurfing course. It might prove good that she did 2 separate days, because she was utterly pooped, and if she recovers, it'd be lovely to start again with a fresh sort of energy level, if you get my drift. It's windy, it's grey, it's very humid. What else to tell you, really? Not a lot. I've waited till I got into the archway to speak to you because it is blowy and I don't think you'd hear a word I was saying. I know Dee keeps saying get a wind muff, but you know, I bring my phone out because I always carry my phone everywhere, so I can always do a bit of YouTubing, but carrying a wind muff around is a different level altogether. And they don't really do wind muffs for iPhones. You'd have to cover the phone in a big furry thing, and I don't really want to do that. So no windsurfing, no stand-up paddleboarding for now. Yeah, Ellie was meant to go and see family today, so she's a bit devastated about not getting to the family barbecue. In other news, I ordered a vegetable box. Keep running out of veg, and I know it sounds a bizarre thing to say, but when I'm doing my shop, I like to be able to see and feel veg. I'm contradicting myself then by ordering a veg box, aren't I? But it's all organically and it's all lovely. I've got cauliflowers and cabbages and 2 lots of potatoes and tomatoes and mushrooms and broccoli and a cauliflower, kale, pepper. It's £20 a box, well, for the medium box. I'm going to get that every 2 weeks. Might turn out that I use it all once a week. I don't think so, somehow. Not between the two of us. Anyway, I'm going to climb the hill now, so I probably will lose the ability to speak to you. So I think it's probably best if I just sign off today and get this vlog up and start again maybe tomorrow, Monday, when we're feeling better. So thank you for watching. Thank you for looking after us. Thank you for your positive thoughts. Thank you for your love. Yeah, take care of yourselves and each other, and stay safe. And I'll catch you on the morrow. Sending you love.